So selling your product to a company that it's doing money in the United States just to have a little bit more money today, as Rick said a little bit earlier, and by the end from 6 billion of solar people to have only 1 billion or a little bit more, this is nothing. So especially with gpms.org, we have a system with unlimited money, and all new technology can come, and we can serve a lot of people. So just to think a little bit to their action, because this needs to stop. And I addressed this all to the good military a couple of hours ago, and I received also the message that yes, the inventors are practically under the exploitation, and they have no idea for what the money are used. So this will be a good start for the people if they may hear this video. If not, anyway, I will cut it and I will translate, and they will hear anyway. They will start to hear, because I would personally, I would not let this to happen anymore, especially after I understood where the money are going. Thank you so much.
Hi, Beatrice. What I suggest on when we do perhaps next Friday or whenever our Romanian meeting, let's go into depth on this, because what's occurring is causing more of a problem. It's actually going the wrong way. It's going into the control of the capitalistic world, where ones are profiting at the expenses of others. As Beatrice is saying, these holistic medicines can assist ones, but they cannot access them because the capitalistic world is putting these huge prices on them. So any that is into the capitalistic world at making a huge profit off of their holistic remedies are part of a huge problem that is going backwards and not forward. So I just wanted to share that, because again, it is a deviation, and it is a false orientation and narrative that is doing the opposite. It's not sharing, it's capitalizing off of it for profit and personal gain for a few. And this is not acceptable as well as we go forward. Thank you, Beatrice.
Beautiful. Is there anybody else who wants to add? Pin drop. That's what you lovely. Yeah.
Well, one thing we can say, someone else wish to speak?
Oh, Sister Jenny.
Oh, yeah, Jenny, go ahead.
So really, this is just a message to anyone that does listen to this. And, you know, what I witness as well is, like with the holistic, everything seems to be, there's a lot of people that seem to be awakened, and they know their power, and they know that we create our reality, and yet it seems to be quite focused on creating 5D businesses. It's all about the business still. And I would just like to say that, and the individual healing, you know, like helping people individually to heal. And I just think we're thinking too small. And, you know, for all of those that know that they're so powerful and know that, you know, we have so much potential, like, let's just think big and just do it together. Like, we all heal together. All we need to do is come together first, and the magic happens, you know. And do not limit our imagination, and to dare to dream again, because we've lost the ability to dream. And I think that's all it takes, really, because our dreams are so powerful. So, you know, let's just dream big together. That's my message to
Beautiful, beautiful. And I would add to Jenny then, and just to ask, for those that are creating or deciding to create businesses based on healing people, you need people to heal. So what you're actually projecting is a lot of unhealed people so that you can heal them. Otherwise, you've got no business plan. That's kind of like the medical industry at the moment, isn't it? Where one of the large companies is now buying up all of the cancer businesses because their other pharmacy, their other therapeutic creates cancer. And why not just buy up all in the idea that healing is required into the future? Then you need people that are sick. This is kind of like, I know it's a it seems paradoxic considering where we are right now, but you've also got to consider what you're projecting into the future, sickness and disease, that there is a business model around healing. Why isn't that gone? Why is that part of our future business models? Why is there sickness and disease in the future? This is what Jenny's talking to, I think, is that thinking a bit bigger, just thinking past the nose or past the short term, past the short-sighted, into that bigger aspect of what is it I'm creating? Not just looking after myself and helping a few, but what is it I'm creating? The need for that. Is that what I want to be creating? And this is that revaluation. This is that reevaluation. It's taking a step back from something that is benevolent and beneficial. I'm not knocking it, but really having a look at it and saying, what, hang on, this has got a longer term detrimental effect, even if it may seem to have a shorter term complementary effect, which is what we're seeing from a lot of this separation right now, where ones are sitting in the small pictures, smaller bubbles. They're very benevolent, they're beautiful, but extrapolating them and projecting them forward with plans and businesses and modeling is detrimental. And that's not what's being looked at. So the short-term fix is what people seek. They want it to be easy. It is when we're all together, but it's not when we're all separate. So that's why short-termism becomes the focus. Short-termism is not important. Long-termism is. Getting this right is. Getting it partially right isn't. So this is where, again, when we speak with ones who are, Rick would call prospects, we raise the perspective, we open the picture. They're on board until we take it into the larger perspectives, at which point the fear narratives, the negation, the limitation within their own vessels takes over. And that's when they become divinely rejected. They have to go away, calibrate, and then they can come back. But we're constantly looking to push the boundaries, to release limitation, to not create any limitation. And a lot of these plans and short-term ideas are limited by design. Over to you, brother.